Good morning, everyone, and welcome to beautiful Seoul in South Korea. The weather is amazing. That's the first thing that I thought when I landed. It's about 15 degrees. You see, I got my sweater out. We're gonna stay here for a few days. I'm gonna try as much as I can to meet as many people as possible. I know that Koreans are not as open to foreigners as in Dubai or in Singapore. So I know that it will be a bit different. But what's for sure is that this place has a lot to offer in terms of businesses, events, incubators, coffee shops. So we're gonna discover it all. Let's do it. The public transportation in South Korea is ranked amongst the top in the world, and you feel it. This place has about 25 million people. But when you take the subway and the bus, you have a bus anywhere near 5 minutes where you're at to take you to a place in less than 30-40 minutes, which is unbelievable. Starting from the airport, it took me 40 minutes to come here. By car was 1 hour and a half, and it wasn't such a high-speed train. It was just a bus, super efficient bus that's there every 5 minutes, taking you to different neighborhoods of the city. My first thought is that today the streets are pretty empty, and I have to discover why. Koreans, on average, have between 1 to 2 weeks of vacation per year. But guess what? I came during the only 4 days weekend out of the entire year. So places like Seoul Startup Hub, Google for startups in Seoul are closed during these 4 days. And I arrived on Saturday. I guess I'm gonna take you with me to some touristic stuff. So let's go, let's do it. I'll make you visit that beautiful tower in the middle of the city that has a beautiful view. So let's see what this is gonna bring to us. There were two ways to go up to this tower. One is to pay for a lift, about $10. The other one is to go up 70 floors. I'm not paying for this comfort. It feels good though. I'll show you around. Looks amazing. This is definitely the most amazing library I've ever been in. It's insane. I hope you've loved not only but loved the footages about this library. And it reminded me of something. In our society, we love saying how many books we've read on self-development, on fiction, on health, how to improve your health, etc. But I believe that these are just numbers. And it's really not about the number of books you read, it's about the number of books you've read more than once. The number of books that actually made a change. The number of books that actually you recommended to someone. This is just an ego boost to say that you've read 60 books last year. So now, what I can tell you from seeing all these books is I don't want to read all of them. I want to pick 1, 2, and study them for years, and years. There is personally one book that I could say changed my life, not because of its content, but because of timing. I read it at the right time of my life. I was 14 years old at the time in the United States during an exchange program. It's called the Millionaire Fast Lane. It opened the boxes in my mind that was never opened before. It showed me the power of entrepreneurship. I had no clue what entrepreneurship was before. In this city, it's definitely different when you pull up a camera and start recording yourself in places like Dubai or Singapore. Here, people are much more conservative and they don't really mix with each other. And so whenever they see someone doing something that's a bit odd, which is what I'm doing right now, having a camera and talking by myself, people think it's weird. They look at me weird. But it's okay. Just gotta do things that are different than everyone else. Because if you do the same as everyone else, you'll just be like everyone else. It's simple. I have a good news for you. When I was doing my research on Seoul, South Korea, I found out that Google has a place called Google for Startups, and it's a campus. But you need a membership, so I applied. You can submit your application, and I got approved. Just this morning, received an email saying that CURAT-D, the company that I built, was accepted. So I'm taking you with me to this place. Let's see how it is, and hopefully we can talk to some founders. But what's for sure is that I'll be filming everything in there, so it should be nice. Let's go. Hi everyone, I'm with Q right now. We're in Google for Startups. We're not gonna make too much noise because people are all focused on working. But Q, thank you for your time. I'm gonna ask you a few questions. Let's start by, you're building a business. Tell us a bit more about it. And first of all, what's the name of it?
We're building an app named Tiku, which is crowd gifting service. Kakao Gift is a one-on-one gifting platform, so people can't get an expensive gift like iPad or MacBook. We are building one-to-many gifting service to people feel the joy of meaningful relationships and receive a expensive gift like Apple or Sony. We are building an app using React Native, so cross-platform. We are going to build a website, B2B SaaS website, to register the products who want to sell.
That's interesting. And tell us a bit more about the business model of the company that you're building.
Main revenue stream is transaction fees and refund fees and advertising revenues.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And tell us also a bit more about right now we're in Google for Startups, a place full of entrepreneurs and founders. Tell us, how is this place and what does it bring to you guys as a company, but also as founders on a personal level?
This place is so awesome. People who are getting here are very aggressive and enthusiastic. So I love the people who are in here, and some of the guys come here and talk to us like what we are doing and what they are doing, so we can get inspired. So I love this place.
That's amazing. And last question regarding Seoul. We're in South Korea right now. How do you see this place grow in the next few 5, 10, 15 years into its startup ecosystem?
I think Seoul is very great city to build a startup because the Korean government supports the Seoul's startups a lot. There are many chances to grow our business. Maybe 5 or 10 years later, Seoul's startups maybe grow a lot. I don't know how much, but I think.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Q. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have just left Google for Startups. I was able to get one interview with Q. super nice guy. There were actually 3 co-founders building this SaaS company that they will be launching soon. They are going to the Silicon Valley to raise capital in a few months. Super interesting guy that was happy to give me an interview. Beautiful co-working space. I took a few videos that I'm not sure I was super allowed to, but I took them. I'll show it to you. Hope you like it. Tomorrow I'm going to Seoul Startup Hub, and this will close the Seoul chapter. And we'll head to Tokyo for not the last, but the one before the last, before San Francisco. Should be amazing. Talk soon. I got myself into the Seoul Startup Hub for this last day in South Korea. I'm gonna try my best to have at least 1 or 2 interviews. There's so many founders here. I'm gonna show you the facilities, the co-working space, everything. It looks stunning. I've never seen that, and it's a free space. You can come here and work and eat and drink. Yes, amazing. Okay, see you soon. I'm with Wansong Yang in this Seoul Hub ecosystem. He's going to tell us a bit more about what he does.
I made video shooting, editing for Chinese cooking. We have 12,000 followers.
Okay, that's great.
I am producer and editor. Our team have 2 chefs. I will monetize 2 ways. One way is advertisement, and second, e-commerce.
And one last question regarding South Korea and the government. Do they give startups funding? Is the government not only helping you raise funds or giving you funds, but does it actually give you the tools to build a business?
South Korea is helping startup so great system, have a great system. Money help, and second, education. I think South Korea is a fantastic country for startup.
Amazing, perfect. All right, thank you so much for your time. We'll put your YouTube channel in the description, and thanks again.
Thank you very much.
I am in Seoul airport, going to Tokyo, and I'm gonna give you my 3 takeaways on this amazing city. The first one is their work ethic. People here work between 80 to 100 hours every single week, and they only take 1 to 2 weeks of vacation every single year. Unbelievable. And from this, they're able to produce just so much value. It's insane. The second one is in terms of technology. Here, you have Wi-Fi everywhere, plus 5G. And AI is not a trend here. They're not impressed by ChatGPT because they've been working with AI since decades, so no one is impressed by it. But here's the trick though. You've seen my interviews. You've seen that their English was not perfect. But this, and trust me on this one, is the best English I could find in the entire city. So in my opinion, the potential that they have for the next 10, 20, 30 years, whenever the English will be extremely good, is just immense. The potential of this country. And the last one is that you should come and check it out. It's just so unique, one of a kind. The US is great, Europe is great, Dubai, Singapore, these places are all amazing. But South Korea, you need to come because it's unbelievable. From the people, business approach, food, everything is unique there. So come, check it out, and you'll tell me what you think. Now, I'm about to board to go to Tokyo in Japan. I hope you've liked this episode. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in Japan. Ciao.